Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys don't know, I shoot a podcast with my best friend Veronica, and this whole setup is at her place, so I figured it'd be fun if I brought you along the way. Let's start doing my makeup. I use the DEWY foundation. I think it's so good, and like it's medium coverage. The perfect in between with like being creamy and still hydrating. I have eczema, so it's really important that I moisturize before I put foundation. That's actually like the key to like a glowy look. I really like this Drugstore concealer. So this is the other concealer I normally use. Sometimes I mix it up. It has more like of like a nude undertone. It's less white. I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna start dabbing. On my last vlog, that was makeup over makeup, so it was really scary. Even when I was editing it, I was like, Alexa, like I don't want to have to film. But my makeup was so terrible. It was like, you know, makeup that just like you did in 5 minutes for work and you really didn't care. And then I came home and I had like an hour to do it because the light was going away, so I did it then. And it was just a disaster. I was like looking at myself, my mascara was everywhere. It was just horrifying. I normally go in like a second time and add more white. On to eyeshadow. I get very scared with eyeshadow. I don't really put a lot because I find I look like I got punched in the face, especially me with like dark features. It just doesn't suit me. So what I do is, a lot of times brands try and tell you like eyeshadow's only for eyeshadow and bronzer's only for bronzer, and I think that's a myth and that's very false. I use my bronzer, because this is the best bronzer in the world. I tend to use that as my eyeshadow too, so I know that might be weird for some people, but I love it. The thing about shooting, when we shoot on a podcast, it's also video. So, like, I normally put fake lashes on, and I normally try and like put a little more eyeshadow than I normally do, because somehow with the lighting and everything, and I get on set, I feel like I'm wearing makeup, but then I get on and I'm like, what did I just do, my high school makeup where I spritzed on mascara and called it a day? Like, it's really weird. You just don't see it as much. Okay, I'm gonna start adding some bronzer. I kind of do like the contour with my bronzer. I just like, you see where I put the line for the white? I kind of don't really pass that until the end when I'm going over my whole face. Somebody like me, I've always wanted to get my jaw injected because I find it starts off really sharp, but then here it kind of like, it's kind of like roundy and like it's like it started but it didn't finish. Anastasia contour kit, and it's basically like you're painting. This is like, some people are gonna be like, hey, what the fuck is she doing? But what I do is, a lot of people contour like over here, they start adding brown, but the trick is to always contour from underneath and bring it up. So I'm gonna look really crazy right now, but you go like this, you go like that. Already see the difference? Like look at this jaw. Okay, look at the underneath, it's scary, but like look at this jaw, how much more like, obviously I'm gonna make it blend in and I'm gonna take some bronzer after, but yeah, and then I kind of just blend it out. It's so weird, but I've always felt weird about doing a YouTube video because I watch people's YouTube videos and I'm like, wow, they have all the makeup in the world, and like here I am with my like 6 products that I use. I'm like, nobody's gonna want to listen to me. But honestly, I realized that like sometimes when you overdo it, it's just way too much. Okay, on to my eyebrows. I'm gonna just brush them. So sometimes I use the Sephora one, the Anastasia or whatever. I've kind of tried them all, but honestly I find this drugstore one works just as good. Even if my eyebrows are dark, you always have to go lighter in shade. I find so many people put like a darker shade over their eyebrow and it just looks like they're crazy. So yeah, always go lighter and you can build it up if you want. The thing about me is, I don't know, like I don't have a lot of eyebrows, so I just like to like fill them in. I don't like to do anything too crazy. So that's that. Eyebrows done, check. I'm going in with the mascara, guys. Normally what I do is I pop some mascara on, and then after I do that, I throw on lashes, and then I put on a bit of liner. Honestly, I still have so much learning to do with this whole camera and everything. I feel like when like vloggers do it, it's so like effortlessly. Me, I'm like so we got some work to do. I hate mascaras that like have clumps in them. I like long lashes, but I don't like them to look like, sometimes I see girls who like put 7 coats and I'm like, girl, like that is not nice. Like, I love Ardel or Kiss eyelashes. These are the Demi Wispies. Normally what I like to do is I like to like place it without really placing it, if that makes any sense. Like I'll kind of just like not fully place it until I know it's exactly where I want it. But like, I know a lot of people say like, oh, like I love eyelashes, I just suck at putting them on. I'm like, honestly, it's a process. When I started, my eyelashes were on my eyebrows. Like, you just learn and then you realize that it's a hate-love relationship with this glue. A champagne pop with my skin complexion, they just get me. So normally I just like to add it on the top of my lip, just so that when I add the liner, it's kind of already shaped for me and it'll be easier to apply it. Normally put it on the bridge of my nose. I look like I'm ready to hold on to a rope and let Tarzan take me. Ever since I got this, I never blow dry my hair anymore. I use this to blow dry. I kind of wait a bit till it's like more damp and it's not completely wet, because it doesn't really work super well on wet hair. I used to take 3 hours to blow dry my hair, and now I just do it in like 20 minutes. I have an arm at the end of this. Guys, Veronica's calling me to be like, where are you? What's up?
I'm just getting ready. You?
Getting ready also. I'll probably leave here in like 15 minutes.
3 hours later.
thing is life-changing and it took me like 10 minutes. Just little touch-ups. I'm using the Fenty Puma lip gloss. I just pop it in the middle just to give you that extra pout, you know? Sometimes I do straighten it if I want it to be more pin straight, but I think you lose the effect when you use the blow dryer. Like, it's nicer when you just like kind of have it a little out of your face. Guys, I'm ready to go. I added a little bit of blush.
3 hours later.
Okay, I'm showing up at Veronica's. 3 hours late in my slippers.
How is it?
Okay, answer. Look who it is. The director himself.
Hello, no bill.
My name's Deandra on YouTube, David.
Deandra.
Only 2 hours late.
So this is our Chemical X setup. Or more like Veronica's living room, whatever you want to call it.
Same.
So nice in every area in the house. Chemical X at checkout for 10% off. Oh my god, you have Christmas lights on. I didn't even realize.
How cute am I?
Wow, Christmas with no one over. That's pretty sad.
Am I supposed to be depressed now that you said that? What the fuck? That's pretty sad. I have you over, the Grinch.
The Grinch. Guys, I came 2 hours late, but I come bearing gifts. Who wants the arrow? Who wants the Kit Kat?
Let me see.
I'm judging you, whichever one you take.
Me. I don't want either, but
I know. These were the ones for $4. Kit Kat or arrow. So I said
Listen.
2 of each and I had 2 in the car.
these are on the same level, so you can't choose between one.
I know what you mean.
They're the same level of.
I know what you mean.
If you would throw in a caramel, I would reach for the caramel because you're showing me the.
Okay, which one are you taking?
Kit Kat.
Good job. Sorry, the director gets the arrow. He doesn't get to choose.
I like arrow.
I like arrow.
I like arrow.
So, Veronica, should we give a tour of your house? How pretty is your place, though? Honestly, I only wish that the first place I move in looks half this good. Whoops.
Can you be careful?
You guys were wondering what Veronica looked like nude? This is pretty much it.
Yeah, it's a molding. I got it done in Thailand.
Actually, you didn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's just see if the ass matches the sass.
It's my internet.
But why do I feel like it's even your ass? Is it actually a molding? No. Don't look at these Christmas sofas for much longer because we ordered them and they're gonna be the color of Veronica's pants.
Pretty much. And
So-
your outdoor slipper that's on my leg.
Yeah, I should probably take those off because that's so rude of me. But I can't wait for our new couches though, honestly. So just an update, guys. We're supposed to get them in 2 weeks and now it's been 2 weeks. And what did they tell us, Veronica?
Another 2 weeks.
The story of my life.
That's what happens when your aunt gives you the 80% off discount.
Literally.
Say you're last on the list.
Actually, my mom spoke to my aunt and she said, yeah, there was no room on the moving truck. I'm like, wow, crazy what happens when you get 80% off. You get the shticks. So if you guys are wondering, this is the money when Rachel came over. So we know that Veronica didn't go totally broke yet because she hasn't changed this to Canadian yet.
Change it soon.
Okay, I'm giving them a tour. Whoa! What am I stealing from Veronica's closet today? She said nothing if nobody heard. But I mean, she always tells me her house is my house, so I mean, it makes me think either I'm gonna take something from her closet or Veronica, you're so nice. Now I realize why you have 3 bedrooms. An extra room in case. Okay, this is her place. So basically her room looks like mine because I copied every single thing in here. She said IKEA, 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 and I said, say no more. I'm going and copy you. The thing about being friends with somebody who's not the same size shoe as you is very depressing. Basically, she says that her house is my house. So, I mean, not that it looks like I want to steal anything here. Veronica, I think it's time to reorganize your closet. The real question is, which shoes do I feel like taking. Veronica, you're so nice. Now I realize why you have 3 bedrooms. An extra room in case, you know, shit hits the fan and I need somewhere to sleep.
Hopefully shit hits the fan somewhere else.
She just said hopefully shit hits the fan somewhere else. I have a really nice friend.
You have like the nicest friend, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, this is where Chemical X is going to be. When we get our new couches, we're gonna we're rebranding and stuff. So hopefully someday our real neonific light is gonna be up. This is her bathroom with my makeup. Let's not fight so I forget this here and I have to be the one apologizing because I left my makeup here. Veronica wanted to do for our podcast today. What did you want to do? Tell them.
Well, we're supposed to be doing a personality test, but now when I go click the link, it's telling me that it no longer exists.
I don't need to do a personality test. I know I'm gonna get 10 on 10. Speaking of British accent, say bye to the 26 followers.
See you later.
Can you say something?
I'm saying something, mate.
Bye,
I said
buddy.
see you fucking later.
That's a wrap. We just finished. Remember that Kit Kat I gave to Veronica? Well, she did the whole podcast and didn't know that she was sitting on it. Take a look at the Kit Kat. It's literally, guys, paper thin. You guys see the difference?